Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another video. Hope you're all doing well. So Thursday we had the Warhammer Skulls reveal show, and as well as a load of other awesome looking video games, we got some brand new information on Space Marine 2. Not only the 3-player co-op mode, but also multiplayer, which is what we were all hoping for. So what we're going to do in this video is go through the trailer and take a look at all the customization options that we saw in the trailer, look at the 6 classes and try and work out exactly what we're going to be getting in terms of customization, because it does look pretty in-depth. So I've put the trailer up in the background, and it starts off with Captain Acheron of the Second Company in Phobos Armour briefing Titus, and Titus is requesting some help, so he says he can spare 3 Space Marines. So this is the 3-player co-op mode. And what's interesting about this is they've said that during the campaign, as you're playing as Titus, you can hear other sides of a Vox conversation where there's other Space Marines battling in different parts of the planet, aiding Titus in his mission. Now this 3-player co-op mode is going to be the other side of that conversation. You're going to play as those allies, and you're going to be able to hear Titus on the Vox as you're doing this 3-player co-op mode with 2 of your friends, which is pretty damn awesome if you ask me. So it's a 3-player co-op mode. It's going to be like operations, and there's going to be different classes to choose from. Hopefully this is going to be similar to like Strikes on Destiny, where there's sort of different missions. 6 classes to play and upgrade. So if we pause the video quickly, you can see Tactical, Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, Sniper and Heavy. So we'll look at those in a moment, but these classes are all going to be various different abilities and skills. Like you saw on the screen, the Reaver used his grapnel launcher there to pull himself towards an enemy and absolutely boot him in the face. So in order to customize our Space Marines with tons of different options, which is what we can see, we enter something called the Armoring Hall. So in here, you're going to be able to change pretty much everything. It looks very, very in-depth. So once in the Armoring Hall, it looks like we've got 6 classes to choose from, each of which can be modified in a various number of different ways. So Tactical, Assault, Vanguard, Bulwark, Sniper and Heavy. So the Tactical one is your standard intercessor, and if we look on the left, there's 3 loadouts that you can choose for each class from the looks of things. So you've got a standard issue primary weapon, a secondary weapon, and what looks like an assault weapon or a hand weapon if you like. And on the right you can see various different perks. There's 3 perks selected, but I think each one may have a passive perk as well. I'm not 100% sure on that though, but I don't have a picture of the assault by the way, but presumably it is the Marine with the jump pack and a pistol and chainsword. But looking at the Reaver, so Phobos Armour, again on the left we've got that 3 loadouts per class. He's got an Instigator bolt carbine, bolt pistol and a chainsword, and on the right hand side there you can see those perks again. Up at the top we've got the grapnel launcher icon, so maybe that is that passive perk that I mentioned where he launches himself towards an enemy and boots it in the face. And then moving on to the Bulwark one, so this is like a Blade Guard veteran. If you look on the left you'll see that there's no primary weapon available, so it's not available, but he has got a sidearm and a knife. Now if looking on the right we've got that icon at the top there for a shield, so I think it is some sort of passive perk icon, and this one comes with a shield as default. Moving on to the Sniper, so these are like your eliminators once again in Phobos Armour. Look on the left we've got the bolt sniper rifle, bolt pistol and a knife as a secondary, and maybe we can choose the last fusel as well for a primary weapon, so you could have that as one of your other loadouts. And then on the right you can see the perk options again, one at the top there I can't see in the lower set of perks, so I think they do have some sort of passive perk icon as well. Heavy, unfortunately I don't have a picture of, but presumably it's going to be Gravis armor with a heavy weapon. Moving on to the customization, so you can see various different armor sets that we can choose. So you can apply a full armor set to your Space Marine. Presumably these are all going to be DLC options that you can buy from the shop, but they're only for customizations and appearance only. They have stated there is no pay to win and no in-game cash shop. Also you can customize each individual section of your armor as well, so helmet, pauldrons, breastplate, gauntlets, greaves and war gear. So stuff like the gauntlets and the greaves, perhaps we can stick bionics on there and stuff like that. Different types of breastplates, different helmets. We saw one in the trailer with a mohawk, and presumably there's going to be different marks of armor as well, which is going to be awesome. So it looks like the customizations for the armor is pretty in depth. The war gear one I think is like what you can see on the screen now, so loads of different trinkets for your belts and stuff like that. And then also, as you can see on the screen there, your pauldrons. But this is not where the customization ends. It also looks like we have a ton of customization in terms of your weapons. So if we look at the images on the screen now, you can see the standard issue weapon. It's got various stats on the left, but looking at the bottom as well, we've got a standard, mastercrafted, artificer and relic versions of these weapons. There are also buttons for versions and perk trees, so it looks like there's going to be weapon XP, weapon perks, and different types of versions as well. And not only that, up on the top right there, we've also got an appearance option. So this looks very much like the gunsmith in Call of Duty, if anyone is familiar with that, where you can drill down and change all sorts on your weapons. And then if you look on the screen, you can see that there's some various different cosmetic options as well. So this one does look like a standard weapon, but it looks like it's had a purity seal added and stuff like that. But moving on, you can also bling your weapons up quite substantially as well. So I think there's going to be tons of customization options just for the actual individual weapons as well, especially though there's perks to unlock and stuff like that. I mean, look at the one there on the screen, that is blinged up to the max. I'm not sure if this is one of the ones that comes with the Champions of Macragge DLC. It looks similar to that, but I'm not 100% sure. But it looks like not only can we customize our armor to the nth degree, we can also do that with our weapons as well. So of course, as well as the 3-player co-op mode, we're also getting multiplayer. So PvP is back. In Space Marine 1, it was one of the best things about the game. It's what kept it going for absolutely ages, and it was a shame when it finally did die off. But 6v6 multiplayer is coming, and not only are we getting normal Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines as well. So hopefully the customization options that we've just been through in terms of armor and stuff like that are also going to be the same for the Chaos Space Marines as well. You've just seen Khorne Berserkers, you've just seen Death Guard.
That was but a taste of what is to come.
And hopefully, by that little message that they played at the end of the trailer, it means there's going to be loads of different customization options for those guys as well. There's also 1,000 Suns in the trailer very, very briefly. So hopefully we can customize our Chaos Space Marines just as well as we can the normal ones. Get all sorts of armor, all sorts of evil looking weapons, and maybe make stuff like Red Corsairs as well. Hopefully there's tons of options, and presumably there is going to be lots of cosmetic DLC. So as I said earlier, it is going to be cosmetic only, stuff that you can pay for as DLC. Everything else is not pay to win, it is just cosmetic. On the screen there also we can see like a shield icon, presumably that's another one of those types of perks. Possibly looks like he's wearing some sort of iron halo, but the information that we got from this trailer, it does look fantastic. I'm looking forward to playing as a Khorne Berserker, as well as a Dark Angel Space Marine, a White Scars Space Marine. Looking at some of the images in the video, it looks like they've still got a little bit to do. There was an Imperial Fist with an Ultramarines icon, but plenty of time before September the 9th. Speaking of which, if you did want to pre-order it, you've got the Standard Edition, or you've got the Gold Edition as well, which comes with the Season Pass, 4-day early unlock, and the Macragg's Chosen DLC. Or if you're feeling particularly flush, you can get the Ultra Edition, again Season Pass, 4-day early unlock, Macragg's Chosen DLC, and you also get the Ultramarine Champions pack as well, but I'm not sure what's in that. You'd have to look on the in-game store. But anyway, it's out September the 9th. Presumably we're going to be getting more information on this game going forward, leading up until the release date. I certainly hope so anyway. I am really excited for this game. I can't wait to get it. I did love Space Marine 1. I thought it was a brilliant game. I just wish it had more support. It wasn't bad, don't get me wrong, but I just wish it was more of a mainstream game. But I'm really looking forward to it. So please do let me know in the comments, what do you think of the Space Marine 2 trailer? Are you excited to play it? I'm excited for both the co-op mode and of course the multiplayer mode as well. And I think the level of customization that we've seen looks absolutely intense. I especially like the weapon customization. It does remind me of the gunsmith from Call of Duty. So hopefully you can just customize every single aspect of your Space Marine and get something really, really unique that you want to play as. So do let me know in the comments what you think. We'll be discussing this in the Warhammer podcast next week, so be sure to tune in for that one. I'm sure that'll be quite a lot of fun. And also don't forget to tell me in the comments, what do you think of the other games that they showed off at the Warhammer Skulls event as well? Was any of those of particular interest to you? Do let me know in the comments. I always read the comments and I always reply, because it is one of the best things about making these videos. If you enjoyed this video, please do let me know by giving it a like, and if you didn't like it, rather than give it a thumbs down, just leave me a comment, let me know what you didn't like, because that always helps me make better videos going forward. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you're not already subscribed. You don't have to press the bell notification icon, but just hit the subscribe button, because that will really help me out. And all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.